Well, this is Rawkin Spirit Jen, and thank you for joining me. Today we are making these beautiful sun and moon, all natural, pure and good, oat and honey soap bars. I've got my oils and my lye to about 120 degrees, and I'm going to be adding colloidal oatmeal and tocotrenols and reishi mushroom and honey, and then I'm going to super fat with shea butter at the end, a little bit of cocoa butter. And so I'm going to start with adding my lye to my melted oils, and in the bottom of that is a rice bran oil. I've got olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, castor oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, and the rice bran oil. And this is going to give a very good moisture to the skin with very good cleansing, but not over cleansing. It's going to be soothing and gentle to the skin, unscented. So it's just an all good overall soap bar for all ages. I'm going to bring this to about a medium trace, and then I'm going to pour this off into two separate containers. And then at that point, I'll add reishi mushroom to one batch of it, and then the other batch will just be plain and pure with the oat and honey. So there's the colloidal oatmeal and the tocotrenols, which is rich in vitamin E, super good for the skin. Honey adds moisture to the skin, it draws it from the air, it keeps your skin nice and hydrated. The rice bran protein has a very good amino acid base, so it's super nurturing for the skin. So I'm going to move rather quickly through the processes of this video just to keep it a little bit shorter, but I'll take you through all the steps in the molds and how I put that together. What I want to do is the moon, I'd like to be with a little bit of a cocoa color to it, and then the sun is going to be the brighter yellow. Very natural, very beautiful. And the reishi mushroom is just good for the immune system and well-being. It's good for all ages. It's just a medicinal mushroom that just encourages well-being and health to the body and the skin. And it's perfect for an all-natural colorant. And because of the honey, this is going to thicken up rather quickly. It's going to be more like a very thick batter, and I will probably have to be spooning most of this into the mold after a couple of minutes. The first thing I want to do is to flood the moon so that the colors stay separate and the moon has a definitive line from the sun. So I'm pouring this off into a little push mold that has a fine tip on it, and I'll just do the outline area between the sun and the moon, staying on the moon side. I've got a little bit of the Tessa silk in the lye water and kaolin clay, which is going to give a nice slip and glide. It's very good and nurturing to the skin. A little bit of vitamin E. So you can see I'm just piping this along the face line of the moon. I'm just going to trace it, and then I'm going to flood that moon in with the rest of the batter, and then I'm going to go to the sun side with the neutral base. I've added a little bit of aloe extract, and this again is nurturing for the skin. It's very soothing and healing. I have just a little tiny portion of sodium lactate to help harden up the bar nicely. Otherwise, this could turn out to be a rather soft bar, taking a little bit longer to cure, and I want to get this thing rocking and rolling and ready to post on my site for sale. I'm going to have quite a bit of leftover batter, soap batter base, and I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of beautiful little sample sizes that I love to give away, and it'll last for several hand washings or body washing, and they're going to be really cute. It was starting to thicken up, so I had to use a spatula just to encourage a little bit thinner pour, and it did the trick. It thinned it out enough where I could pour the sludge out, basically, is what it is at this point. And if I had to do it again, what I'd probably do is just bring it to a very thin trace. I wouldn't even get it to medium at all. I just love these molds. I think they are so darling. They look so pretty in a soap dish in a shower. Makes you happy to pick it up and start using it every day. I just love it. It's so good, and it looks really great in a baby's nursery to wash a baby with. Make a perfect little gift for anyone that's getting ready to have a baby, that wants an all natural, unscented, very soft skin nurturing wash for the baby. And for anyone that has sensitive skin, this has got great ingredients that help discourage skin irritation. See, that's getting pretty thick there, but it's still pouring very nicely. And then I'm just going to take the back of my spatula and just scrape it across the top of each one of these molds. I had my little scale there because I actually wanted to measure each one as I poured for weight to make them all as even as possible. But as you can see, this thickened up so quickly I wasn't going to take any time on a scale. I'm going to try to tap those down just a little bit to get any of the air bubbles out so that these colors flood every nuance of the sun and the moon without any bubbles in there. So I hope they turn out. It's still fluid enough. I think it's going to be just fine. But we'll see tomorrow at the unmolding, that's for sure. So I'm just going to spoon that so it's kind of a 50-50. Looks a little bit like the yin-yang. But that just gives that definitive line on the back as well, all the way through the bar between the two beautiful planets there nestled together. And you can see that is definitely thickening up. It's almost like a Vaseline. Not quite that thick. Has a nice clean smell of just the oils and the shea butter and the cocoa butter. A little undertone of honey and oat in there. And this is going to have a pretty good lather to it as well. You could feel really good about even using this as a shaving soap and a shampoo bar that has some conditioning element to it. It's cleansing enough without stripping. So really, this is a 3-in-1 go-to bar for sure. And I really like that. I love the idea of having something that is cleansing, but yet it's conditioning and softening, but it's not greasy. It's not going to leave residues in your hair. It's just going to be absolutely wonderful for the entire body. And I wouldn't hesitate to use this as a makeup remover. A nice, clean, gentle soap that's nurturing to the skin but won't strip it. And these are my cute little flower molds that I'm going to make as little samples. I love to give away samples whenever people order from me or people that I meet. I'll put these in little gift sacks, and I'll keep a handful of them in my purse, and whenever I have the opportunity, it arises, I can give those away to people I meet along the way. How fun is that? I know I would love it if somebody stopped me and gave me a bar of soap, especially if I was working. I would just think, what a treat, what a little blessing. Anybody can go to the store and just get a bar of soap off the shelf, but there's nothing like handmade soaps with the best ingredients, very thoughtful in the overall product, just to hit all the bases for the consumer, and knowing that it's pure and it doesn't have chemical fragrances and poor quality oils, oils that are rancid. These are all just beautiful, top shelf, top quality oils and butters for sure. It's got good super fats and superfood, just to nurture the skin. So I'm just cleaning these up, pressing that soap base down there as nicely as I can to discourage air pockets in there. We want those to have a beautiful appearance. This has got such a wonderful little detail in the flower. I absolutely love it. And then I have a couple of shallow soap molds that have a lace look and some very nice pattern designs with scalloped edges. And I've got enough where I can do a bar of soap with that. One's perfect square that has the scallop edges and a beautiful little design inside, and then one is round with the scallop edges. They almost look like a little thin cookie, and those will look really pretty on a soap dish. Cleaning up, don't want any leftover soap on the mold when we can fill another mold with all that goodness. Tap that down a little bit, make sure everything's sitting in there as nice as possible, and then we'll do our last couple of molds, and I'll probably have another couple of tablespoons left, and I've got these cute little quarter size flower molds that I take and throw in my purse, so when I'm out and about I can actually just pull it out and use it. If I'm out shopping, I need to wash my hands after I pump some gas or something like that. I've got a nice nurturing cleansing soap. That's good for me. I don't like using public bathroom soaps because I just know they're full of all the worst stuff, and I don't want that in my body, on my body. Your skin absorbs so much of what you put on it. It goes in there, and when you layer that all day long with all kinds of exposures to cleaning agents and several hand washings a day, it's really hard on your organs. Maybe not something that you can tell, but it does weaken the constitution a bit. Your body has to work extra hard, and your liver to detoxify all that matter out. There we go. So I'm going to spritz these with alcohol, and then I'm going to pop these out of the bowl tomorrow, and I will show you the finished product. So I think these are going to be really, really cute. I'm very excited for tomorrow. Well, I'll see you in about 24 hours, but it'll be seconds for you. Okay, well I'm back and we'll start unmolding these. These were the leftover soap batter that I had, so I made these cute little intricate detailed hand soaps for the sink. And then this is a round shape. And these are just so pretty. A lot of these I use just as decoration. I don't even touch the soap. I just put them in cute little dishes and trade them out. When I do wash my towels for the bathroom, I like to trade out soaps and just have really cute little soaps in there. And some of my little hand samples turned out pretty cute. Great little samples of unscented soap to be able to give away as gifts. And here is the finished sun and moon. Just gorgeous. There's a little bee cell that I had. And we'll just finish molding these. And visit my website if you're interested in purchasing one of these lovely unscented sun and moon decadent soaps. Good for the skin, gentle cleansing. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, please. That helps me out greatly. Leave a comment and visit my website. And my Etsy store is Rawkin Spirit. And my website is rawkinspiritcreations.com. And that's RAWKIN, Spirit, Raw for all things natural, pure, and good. God bless and make it a great day.